Have you ever finished just a completely brutal workout, you look in the mirror and you think, okay, great, but what is this really for? Well, today we are going to dive into a fitness philosophy that actually answers that question. See, it's not about just getting better at exercising, it's about building a body that's ready for, whatever life throws at you.
And that right there, that really is the core question, isn't it? I mean, you put in the hours, you sweat, but does it make you better at, living? Can you say yes to that spontaneous weekend hike with friends, or chase your kids around the park without feeling totally gassed? If you've ever felt that kind of disconnect between your hard work in the gym and your actual, real life, then you're going to want to stick around for this.
You see, a lot of the time, the problem isn't our effort, it's the goal we're all chasing. So what if we just redefined the whole point of fitness? What if the end game was something way more meaningful than lifting a slightly heavier weight or shaving a few seconds off a run?
And this is the big idea right at the heart of it all: physical freedom. Just take a second and imagine that. Not just being strong, but having this deep, unwavering confidence to say yes to pretty much any of life's adventures. It's the ability to book that trip, or join that pickup game, or climb that mountain, knowing your body is your greatest ally, not your biggest limitation.
This quote from Dave Rubin, who's the owner of Courage Fitness Durham, just hits the nail on the head. It's all about having the freedom to go after whatever it is that truly inspires you. And man, that is such a powerful shift in thinking, right? All of a sudden, fitness isn't the main event anymore. It's the ticket to the main event, which is your life.
So the big question is, how on earth do you train for something as huge and kind of abstract as physical freedom? Well, I'll tell you one thing, you can't get there with just random workouts. It takes a really smart, structured system. At CFD, they call it the CFD way, and it's built on 3 really powerful and very distinct pillars.
Okay, first up is durability. The best way to think about this is like building the engine and the chassis of a car. These are your steady, sustainable workouts. They're designed to build a massive aerobic base and to iron out any of those little imbalances we all have. This is that foundational work that lets you just go all day long. Next, we dial up the intensity a little bit with condition. This pillar is all about building muscle and, honestly, the grit to handle a sustained, purposeful grind. By using really controlled movements and specific tempos, you're safely building your capacity to work harder for longer. This is where you really get strong in the struggle.
And finally, we have force, and this is where you just unleash your absolute top gear. We're talking heavy lifts, we're talking explosive sprints, these short, all-out bursts that are designed to build your peak strength and power. So if condition is about enduring the grind, force is about your absolute maximum output when it really, really counts.
Now, when you see it all laid out like this, you can really appreciate the genius of the system. It's all about balance. You're not just redlining yourself every single day. Instead, you're methodically building your engine with durability, you're expanding your work capacity with condition, and then you're sharpening the spear with force. It's a complete system, designed for a complete human being.
Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds a little bit like CrossFit, and you're not wrong. It shares some DNA. But what's crucial to understand is that this is a very deliberate evolution from it, one that's specifically designed to prioritize long-term health and longevity. The whole philosophy isn't just to work hard, it's to work smart for the long haul.
And this slide right here really shows the core difference. So instead of constantly varied random workouts, which, let's be honest, can lead to overuse injuries, CFD uses these thoughtful 9-week training blocks that progressively build on each other. Rest is actually programmed in, and they prioritize mastering fundamental movements over what they cheekily call high-risk party tricks. And just to drive that point home, here's a really crucial detail. There are exactly 0 high-risk gymnastics movements like muscle-ups or handstand push-ups in their general programming. Why? Because the goal is long-term joint health, so you can stay in the game for decades, not just perform some cool-looking exercise that has a really high risk of sidelining you.
Okay, so we've got the philosophy of physical freedom, and we have the methodology of the 3 pillars. But what does this actually look like when you put it into practice? What's the real-world impact of training this way?
This is what it's all about. It's a structure that supports your life, not one that consumes it. The ideal week isn't 7 grueling days in the gym. Nope. The idea is 3 to 4 really focused sessions, combined with getting outside and actually using your fitness for things you love to do. And, this is so important, making time for real recovery.
And right here, this is physical freedom in action. It's the story of a couple whose main goal wasn't a number on a barbell,
but an experience on the other side of the world. They trained for it, they prepared for it, and they did it. That right there is the ultimate win.
And you know, the results go so much deeper than just being able to do cool stuff. Members are seeing these profound changes in their actual health markers. We're talking lower resting heart rates, better blood pressure, improved cholesterol. It's just a powerful reminder that smart training doesn't just make you fitter, it makes you fundamentally healthier from the inside out.
So, let's wrap it all up by turning this question back to you. Seriously, if physical limitations were just off the table, what adventures, what opportunities, what kind of life would you say yes to? What would that freedom truly unlock for you? Now that is a goal we're training for.